Hello, everybody. Welcome to our reality check show. I know we didn't have to come in costume, but I did because it's my nephew who just turned 7 today. His birthday was yesterday. It's his birthday party. So what do I get to do on my birthday? I get to be Raphael, a mutant ninja turtle. Yay for me. Um, and of course with me is Dana as always. Dana.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? It's a birthday weekend. Hello.
Birthday weekend. Dana's was yesterday. She had the
Birthday
full
weekend.
moon. I'm on Flag Day. I also shared Boy George's birthday. Hello, holla. So Eric's better at these intros than us. But of course, you can find all of our content on our website at yourrealityrecaps.com. We are having a show every Saturday. We're talking about Big Brother 16. Gossip that we've heard. Next week we get I know the house is going to be revealed. Even the house guests, the new house guests are going to be revealed. All of our BB stuff is at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB. Is it 16, Dana?
16.
Hey, BB16. We're so excited.
I know. So excited.
And you can follow me on Twitter at ComedyJonah. And where can we find you, Dana?
You can find me on Twitter at dgoodyear1975. And before we get off of BB, don't forget, live feeds still on sale, 20% off. Go to yourrealityrecaps.com/live feeds, and you guys can get entered into contests for some cool prizes. And we got so much stuff on there, it'll blow your mind.
Blow your mind. I don't know if I should have the mask like this. It's a little itchy. I got my big 80s hair going.
No one can take you seriously with that mask.
No, I'm literally still at the birthday party, and yeah, I'm taking a little break to make sure we do our show. Eric unfortunately couldn't make it. He had some family issues. That's what we call it now. Okay? So Dana and I are keeping the show going. Cleo is also going to join us later. I know Cleo's having technical difficulties. Whatever, okay? It's a webcam and a computer. Okay? Dana and I are here. It's
I'm
the birthdays.
here, and I just came off of work. I look like a total mess. I just got off of work.
Yeah, I just came off a costume party. Okay, we're here. We're not having technical difficulties, right?
Exactly, and this is the bizarro world we are living in right now. I have wine. John, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a flavored water, sparkling lemon water thingy.
So in an hour, Dana on empty stomach, just coming off of work, will be drunk, and John will be stone cold sober.
I will be sober. We decided to trade places this year on our birthdays.
It's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. Oh my God, what are we gonna do here?
I don't think Dana though dresses up as a mutant turtle. Now let me just show you how detailed this costume is.
That just made my life. Do you even understand?
There is a shell on my back. Okay. Between that and my neck, it's wrenching into my back of my neck, and this is choking me. This costume was not designed to
Where did you find that thing?
You know what? Every good homosexual needs a costume and display store by their condo, and I have one because I'm the cliche. So.
Oh shit.
And
I'm glad you said it. I didn't.
It has everything, and I love it, love it, I love it. Look at even my boots. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I go to town in my costume.
You can bring my kids out for Halloween next year. How about that?
Oh, I know. I walked up, and my sister has this bouncy, blow-up, jumpy thing, you know? And I'm like, please, secure it to the ground first, because you hear all of those horrible stories of them blowing away, right? And I walked up, and all the little kids just started screaming. Not like, ooh, Raphael. More like, there's a big green yellow monster.
Well, you know, when my kids were little, when my little guy was small, anything with a fake head, he freaked out. Like, I took him one year, there was a Dora at the supermarket, and he would not go near her for love or money. Anything with a fake head. We took him to frickin' Disney World, and he was 8, and Mickey Mouse scared the shit out of him.
Maybe because my head is so big, maybe they think my head's a big fake head.
Like, I think you'd be okay because you got your own face, but
Right. It's a really good one.
Mickey freaked the shit out of him.
The skin sliding off a little bit, but other than that, it's a good one.
You know what? We can fix that. We'll start a Kickstarter for you.
Absolutely. So, Dana, I know that Cleo's going to be joining a little bit, and I know that he's going to want to talk to BB, and I know we got our BB viewers on here, fans, asking questions. Please ask questions right now. We are going to wait for Cleo a little bit to join because he's got a ton of BB16 and BB gossip in general to share. So we're kind of waiting for him. Again, he is having technical difficulties. But Dana, I know you are, Dana, so Dana's doing The Bachelor with her and Tyler. Yeah, there wasn't an episode last week, but I saw some trailers for this week, and it's getting pretty crazy.
It is. I don't know what's going on. I know Coach Brian got a one-on-one date, and the last date he was on, he like made like a half-court like free throw. Oh, there's Eric, and oh, there's Cleo.
No, it's not.
Oh,
what the F is happening right now? I would like to point out, I'm not having any family problems, John Richardson. I'm coming to you from a closet that I'm hiding in at
a drag queen
party.
You're a freakazoid drag queen.
Excuse
Dana,
me.
eject him.
Am I talking? Because I thought I was. I'm wearing my reality recaps party because it's a million degrees here, and we're having fun party times. But I saw the start of the show, and I disagree with you.
What did you just do? Oh my God, Jasper!
Eric, you're not in the show. Hey, Cleo!
Oh my God, Jasper's so cute.
Jasper is so adorable.
Okay, I got a secret. This is the one who writes 95% of my tweets.
Oh,
right,
Jasper,
right,
you're
Jasper?
a bad puppy.
Oh. Right, Jasper? Hey, Jasper. Say hi.
Oh my God, he's super cute, Cleo.
Jasper, we're not cat ladies, are we?
No, cats suck.
So I've got to put this on for you,
Sorry.
Cleo, because you missed the intro.
Oh, yeah, Cleo, come on, look at this.
So, Cleo, I know we talked when I was driving, but
That's a great look for 75.
isn't it great?
How are you keeping it straight?
I know, my chest is hardened up and everything at 75. So
Well,
I'm taking a little break from my nephew's birthday party to come and hang out with you guys.
Oh my God, you're the entertainment?
No, we're all dressed up.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we were just talking a little bit about The Bachelorette because there wasn't an episode last week.
Yeah.
And Dana,
Well, there kind of was. There was like a recap
kinda? Okay.
of the first like 3 episodes, and then they kind of showed footage that they didn't show from the last episode because instead of doing like a rose ceremony, they did like an homage to Eric because he died and stuff like that. So they showed what they didn't show.
How did he die again? Did he die by accident, like a hang gliding? What was
Yeah,
that?
paragliding accident. His
paragliding, yeah.
his wings or something fell apart and.
Cleo, did you watch Bachelorette or Bachelor?
Can we talk about the fact that Big Brother has had more successful marriages come out of that show than The Bachelor or The Bachelorette? Just bring it back to why we're all really tuning in here.
Absolutely.
It's true. I think there's been 4. There's been 4 Bachelor marriages.
Yeah, 2 from Big Brother 13, and how many of the Bachelor and Bachelorette produced?
There's 4, I think.
And the last one,
Tristan and Ryan.
the last one with
Molly and Jason, Sean and Catherine, and JP and Ashley.
And how many seasons?
How many seasons?
We're on
20
Bachelorette
Who
cycle
Cares?
10.
Okay.
So, but Trista and Ryan are on Marriage Boot Camp now, right? So they were like the most.
No, so what about couples therapy with Evil Dick? What's his name? Juan Pablo.
Well, yeah, Juan Pablo. Well,
how is
that? Shocked at that? Seriously? I am not shocked that Juan Pablo was on any kind of.
No, I'm not shocked.
Couples
What about
therapy?
Evil Dick? Is that entertaining, Cleo? Are you watching that? What's going on? What's happening?
No, I give a shit about Big Brother. That's why I'm here. Big Brother. Don't watch. There's enough drama keeping me occupied with Big Brother as it is. So
Cleo, so all I know with the Big Brother gossip is I heard that there are going to be some all-stars mixed in with some veterans or family members. That's the big gossip that I've been hearing all this time. So correct me if we're all wrong. What's going on?
So I feel like my head is bruised from hitting it against the desk so many times this week. Because really, you could create a dartboard. You could create a dartboard with like different things like vets, newbies,
right.
Vets plus newbies, and a monkey could throw shit at it and probably get about 5 out of 10 right. Which is what a lot of people are doing now. It's what I call speculation masturbation, which is people are not putting out spoilers right now. They're putting out speculation, and because one thing I think people need to understand about what Big Brother casting compared to other shows like Amazing Race or Survivor, where you could spoil the cast in advance and stuff, is that they notoriously make changes up to the very last minute. There are people who have been in promos and done interviews with the media who you see and then on day one are nowhere to be found. And it's not just one example, there are countless examples of this. So I know, what I do know is what twist was the going plan for the twist. I know some of the people who were in the mix for the twist. Some of them have showed up on these lists. Some of them still have yet to appear on these lists. But the bottom line is, until Les Moonves gives the final a go, we don't know for sure. We don't know if people are on standby, and that's there. And also, what I do know and this is a fact, is that Robin Cass is notoriously strict about not leaking anything, and especially when it comes to vets who really want to be back on the show. She made it very clear to them, anything gets out, you're cut. And they're not going to call her bluff. I'm not going to call her bluff and screw over someone just to get attention and generate rumors. I don't feel comfortable saying anything that I might or might not know.
Let's do it this way. Let's just kind of do it this way. What if you were executive producer? What would you do? Everyone has said the last season was just absolutely horrible and all those mean, racist people, blah, blah, blah. We need to turn the Big Brother name around. As executive producer, what would you do?
I would do what has worked very well for last season of Survivor, which was the blood versus waters twist.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, because some people say like, oh, that, either they don't like that twist or, oh, it's so weird for that twist to be announced so soon. I don't really think that's so much of the twist. It's just a premise. The twist will be what they do with the concept. And so I think they have to have some fresh faces with some familiar faces that can be relied upon to not let things spiral out of control like they did before.
Right.
For sure.
So you're hearing all of these different rumors, like Ian Terry's going to be back on maybe a blood and water twist. Amanda Zimmerman is going to be back, or Zuckerman is going to be back.
Sure.
And people would say, no, it's too soon. Amanda was just on it last season.
Yeah, they're talking Alyssa and Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another thing. The thing that people often forget that made Blood versus Water so great wasn't necessarily the returning player that we all knew. It was their loved one. Like, we got Sierra, Hayden, like a lot of the people, Vetus, all these players that we grew to love, and are definitely going to be back on future seasons of Survivor. So it's really like you don't know what the loved ones may bring to the table of these vets. So it's not so. It really doesn't matter so much, like certain names being thrown around. A lot of people, I think, could be brought back not because of them, but because they have a compelling relative or a friend, someone that they're related to that is compelling and great TV.
True.
Totally true. So also two things I'm hearing, like, BB UK, didn't it just start? It just started. And do you watch that? Do you keep up with other Big Brother shows besides?
Big Brother Canada, but no, I can't keep up with more than one Big Brother at a time.
Oh my God.
Do I look like I can multitask? Please.
I can barely keep up with one. Okay, that's why. But you're hearing different things with like the UK house. There's a lot of high tech technology in there now. We've just now heard, just this last week, that our American BB house has got the HD cameras. That's a little scary.
Oh. There are a lot of things I want to see in HD. House guests with no makeup is not one of them.
No.
House guests eating is not one of them.
No.
House guests popping their pimples in the HD camera.
Or just walking around in their saggy crotch, like, Fruit of the Looms. I don't want to see that either.
No.
Although I have to say, in Big Brother Canada, having the HD TVs with like John and them walking around in their underwear, that was nice to see. I think we can all agree.
If we could get a Kenny this season, I'm all about high definition. But did you see these pictures that were sort of leaked from this ET Canada promo of the house, where it looks like the kitchen table is like Flintstones, something out of the Flintstones, and the HOH room or what? It's like a bird's nest bed. It's the most hideous fucking thing I've ever seen.
Are they going opposite worlds on us, where it's going to be like?
Right.
No, this is like awful world. Like there's no good side of the house that you want to be on. It's just kind of like tacky, like paper mache, arts and crafts.
Did they run out of money after the cameras or something? They can't decorate.
Well, that's another thing. You can't compare Big Brother US to any other iteration of the series because CBS is cheap as hell. It took them this long to get HD. And wait till we start seeing the paper mache competition sets, which are just going to be further evidence of how low budget this show can be. And we're still giving out $500,000 instead of like $1 million, like they are on the other two reality shows. So
yeah, it seems like $500,000 seems a lot. Not enough money to give up 2.5, 3 months of your life. Like Survivor's 30 days and they get $1 million.
Right. Exactly.
Well, so is Amazing Race is 23 days of filming and they get $500,000. The bottom line is you have 3 big shows that are big money makers for CBS. How come they give $1 million for the other 2? Why is Big Brother? I don't. Whatever. Who cares?
I think it's the same executive producers as Family Feud, right? Like all they still win is like $20,000.
Oh my God. Okay, we have a question. I have to bring it up before he gets mad at me. Okay.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah, here we go. I've been blocked from my show. Y'all better tweet us.
No Ninja Turtle questions.
Eric's not happy.
Oh, good, Eric. What? What did he say? What?
So what was the question?
Well, it's not so much a question as he's just angry because John, he was on here just as you were coming on, and John just
I've been blocked from my own show.
Y'all better tweet us questions with YR Live and say happy birthday to John.
That was Eric's birthday present to me. He allowed me to boot him from the show. It was exactly what I wanted. Thanks, Eric.
Love you.
Yeah. Cowabunga, dude.
You know he's in that closet and he's just seething angry. Like,
He
we're gonna get.
looked like a crazy drag queen that just got his wig ripped off. I don't know if he had some kind of nylon thing. Like, what was going on?
He's had a hard day. Okay.
Okay.
Back to Big Brother and the budget. Do you think we're going to be gypped? We're going to be gypped of like another season with no Pandora's boxes, like one luxury comp. Like last season was the longest one I think we've ever had, and the fewest twists and like.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we were bored to death for like the second half of the game, and there's nothing going on. And I'm talking to you, Gronder. Fix that shit. Get your Pandora's
together.
To go along with my question about you being executive producer, how would you fix it? Would you have two? Would you add more
Gronder?
Pandora's boxes. Give them some twists. Give them some
two. Like make up the way you did last year. Have two Pandora boxes.
First of all,
Zingbot 1, 2, and 3. You know what?
First, fire Alison Gronder. 2, make sure you definitely have fired Alison Gronder. 3, keep it exciting. There should be it shouldn't just be the same cycle of HOH nominations, veto. You know, like I miss stuff like sock puppets. I miss just messing with the house guests, and they do this so much and so well on Big Brother Canada. Why not do like what the hell else? Because all they'll end up doing is talking shit about Alyssa Riley or something that just pisses off the fans, because then we get bored, they're getting bored, and it just
exactly like in a lot of Big Brother Canada stuff. It wasn't a high budget task. It was like dress Sarah up in a cop uniform and get her to nail anybody who picks their nose and picks their ass. Like
it's laziness. It's laziness. That's what I think.
What about America's Most Valuable Player? Should they bring that back like they did last year?
No. Fuck no. No.
Oh, Jesus. Are you trying to just destroy the show even more?
I'm nudging you, Cleo. I'm nudging you. What's going on?
No, I think so much of the awful negative, God help us if we have to have a disclaimer again this year. I just want people to have stuff to do so they're not so bored. And if they see that things are getting boring, you know, the show is constantly in motion. You can add things and take things out as you wish, depending on what's going on. So we all saw how bad and boring it was getting towards the end. You know, wake up and just...
Absolutely. So, Cleo, what I want to know is what was your favorite season of Big Brother, and what did you like about that season that maybe some of those elements we're hoping to see in 16?
I just know... I know what I liked about different seasons about Big Brother.
Okay.
I'm a devout... I love Rachel Riley, and I know that it's such a controversial topic, but the fact is, people can't stop talking about the Rileys. And why is that? Because they make good TV. They keep stuff exciting. I like stuff that turns the game upside down a bit. I know that it was controversial back in Big Brother 11, but I kind of like how with the coup de twat, how things were getting complacent and they just everything just flipped out, and we got Shima's meltdown, which was epic. I love fights. I love I don't like stuff when you've got like a brigade where you got something that's so solid and just rides its way to the end. I loved Ian Terry in season 14 where he was the underdog, and I loved rooting for him. I don't have a favorite season per se because I just know what I like about Big Brother. What about you?
I just like good gameplay. I like good strategies. You know, I love seeing people playing the game too hard, too fast. I love them thinking they're running the house by week 2 and they're not. Yeah. And I love it when they're rubbing shit off their face and eating crow because they're like, oh, I thought I was, doing. I love that. I don't want to hear name calling. I don't want people to be cut down or anything like that. I want to see some serious strategy. That's what we're there for, right? That's what we're watching.
Agree.
Uh-oh.
I think.
Look
at what the cat dragged in.
Cleo, I sensed your frustration. I'm here now. We're good. I'm here. Let's talk some Big Brother. How about that?
Thank you.
Oh, good. John can go away.
You look like a pirate. What the hell is with that look, Eric?
Okay, I've been in a marathon all day, and then I heard and I didn't think I was making it back in time. I made it back in time. I have a few. I wanted to jump in because I wanted to talk a little Big Brother with my favorite people. But first, I should say happy birthday, John Richardson. Thanks for blocking me from the show. No, he can't talk.
You him?
Thanks for my present. It was exactly what I wanted.
Do I even want to know why you're a Ninja Turtle?
No.
Okay.
I'm role playing.
Because it gives him an excuse to cover up his wrinkles.
Ooh. Well.
Turtles can hide in their shell and not have to reveal their 75 years.
Well, Cleo, maybe you should smile more and you'd have some too.
I'm glad I brought the love to this job.
The library is open.
I hate that I can't control the cameras. Oh, I want to control the cameras so bad. Look at what I snuck from the party, though. I'm going to have a little binge later.
Oh, can you send me one, Eric, please?
No. Because here's what I want to talk about. I heard you were talking about the HD cams. Why has nobody said my theory that HD cams means whole new house yet?
Because they don't let me talk, Eric.
We'll talk.
Shut up!
I can't even tell them what my favorite season of Big Brother is. I'm so sad. I'm just going to drink my wine.
You know what you should do while you're also drinking your wine, Dana? You should take your overlay off since nobody else has theirs on.
Yeah, I know, because John couldn't find his.
I couldn't get mine uploaded.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. I'll be here for the rest of the shows, the duration of all of Big Brother, so nobody worry. Now, here's what I want to ask. Here's what I want to know, and it is this. I say HD cams means that they had to redo the whole house because they had to rip out all the wiring, clearly. So who agrees with that and who doesn't?
I agree.
Yes, Cleo, you don't agree? I don't think Cleo agrees.
No. Of course not.
No. All right, well, I think...
I think they'll, refresh the appearance, but having been to that studio, I think it's 18 on the Radford lot. They're stuck in a they can't expand the studio space. They're limited to that square footage. I think they like that U formation because it forces everybody that if you're in the bedroom and you have to pee, you have to walk by everybody, and it causes them. It makes it the most exposed, and I just feel like the cameras will be used to get more angles where there'll probably be more cameras smack dab, hanging down in the middle of a room, kind of like in Hell's Kitchen, where they can rotate and catch more, because we don't really have any cameras inside of a room that kind of get a 360. I don't know. Do you agree or no?
No, well,
maybe more cameras in the backyard too.
Also, what would be if they did redo the house? What is the agenda? What would they be wanting to fix?
Well, we talked about this, Cleo. I don't think they're going to add, like, they have plenty of space to build a second level. I think they could build out on that second level, even add 1 or 2 more rooms on that second level. It doesn't necessarily, what do they need such a big open space for up top? They really don't. I'm saying right now, I would bet anybody there will be at least 1 brand new room this season, and I would bet money on it.
They're gonna rip
Maybe
out
they'll make them a gym
the,
or something.
Yeah, they have to rip out everything on the walls to get all the wiring and all the HD stuff in. I think they're gonna maybe manipulate the house a little bit within the same space it's in.
Here's the thing: where would this extra room be? On the second floor, adjacent to the HOH. Now, here's the problem.
I don't have problems. I have solutions, Cleo.
Okay. Well, what's this solution? How do you force them to walk to the bath? Like, is there a bathroom upstairs, or do they have to go downstairs to use it? Because how do you force them out of that room to interact? Because that's what they want. That's the producer's goal, is to get them to interact as much as possible, especially if they're fighting with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's necessarily their only goal. I think they can force some drama without it just being the bathroom. But I do agree with you. That is a big, that I'm sure that is a factor. But then what's the difference? There's already a room up there anyway. Just put 1 more room up there.
Because you don't want people just kind of isolate. Like, imagine if McCrae and Amanda were doing what they did last season in privacy.
Cool.
Well,
we would all be less traumatized, I think.
No,
some
but
people
like
would be happy.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, they would be like furniture in that room and would never leave.
What if the new? Okay, I got it. What if the new room had electrified furniture, and if you stood still for more than 10 minutes, you were zapped? Well, some people might like that.
Have-not room, but
what do we think the have-not room will be this year?
Underwhelming.
I bet the have-not room. I bet you will be a have room, because if they're having like bird's nest and stone tables, maybe the have-not room is like something awesome. Yeah.
Or maybe they'll steal from opposite worlds and make it like.
Give them iPads and.
No.
They're never doing that.
They can live in the past, you know. But
they're killing their food.
That is something that, John, to follow up on your question about what I would do if I were a producer, get rid of these damn have-not. It doesn't translate into good TV when people are hungry and deprived. It just doesn't. It just gives them.
Speak for yourself.
Did you not see Sabrina's meltdowns when she couldn't get into the diary room? That was amazing TV.
Well.
I love people starving, eating porridge.
I just feel like when house guests are deprived of calories and energy, they sleep all day, and when they sleep all day, they're boring. And I feel like there are other ways that are better punishments, that
like what? Like
costumes, codes of shame.
Make him wear a diaper for a week and
wear a Ninja Turtle costume.
I think
you would like that, John.
It would be a great punishment if they had to look like that, if they had to wear that for
I hate you, but love you underneath.
You love me.
I think everybody's gonna love you, because have we told everybody our news about how we're covering the season of Big Brother yet?
Can I tell her? Can I report what we're going to do?
Well, here, I'm going to tell them what we're going to do, and you're going to explain why. Sound good, Cleo? Is the camera on me, Dana? Because it doesn't show me that it's on me. Don't forget to take it off. I don't know. I just want to make sure so that we can have this in the edit, and then just keep it on the whole time. Okay, so look, everybody. Here's what we're going to do. We're super excited to announce Cleo is going to be joining us all Big Brother season for our recap shows with the next house guest and John, and of course all of your questions. But here's the thing. We're doing it at a completely new time this year on Wednesday nights immediately following the Big Brother show. And Cleo, it was really his idea, is going to tell you why now. Take it away, Cleo.
Thank you, Eric. So, here's the thing. Previously, the show was scheduled to be on, to do the shows on like Fridays or Saturdays. But I was trying to explain to Eric that in Big Brother time, that whole next week is already, it's almost over by that time, because they've already, and then you have to worry about spoiling or not spoiling and all that stuff. And everyone by Thursday night after the eviction has pretty much moved on and doesn't really care about the past week. I think what would be great is Wednesday nights after the Wednesday show is when the casual viewers are actually caught up to real time, whereas you're no longer spoiling what's going on. Everything is caught up. So that would be the perfect time to speculate, discuss, live with people, what we think is going to happen with the eviction the next day, reflect on the week that just happened, and also, so if you want to watch it live, that's great, but also on Thursdays, they shut down the feeds a couple hours before the live show. So, and I know that people are always, myself including, bitching that there's nothing to watch while they don't like watching the fish. So this would be a perfect time for people to catch up and see our show and do something entertaining while they're waiting for the live show to start. So I think it'll be a great, exciting time to do a show where they really haven't, no shows have done Wednesday nights before, and I think it would be super, super exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be super exciting, too. And I agree with you. We're going to have all those people that are watching live with us, and I always get like thousands of tweets during a Big Brother show. Now all of you people can come and hear us instantly after, have our opinion, and have an opinion with us. Text us what you guys are thinking, ask your questions during it, and it's all happening in real time. So I thought it was a brilliant idea by Cleo.
Brilliant.
So that's what we're doing.
Well, thank you very much. I think it'll also be, even though we're going to be doing it right after the East Coast, right after the show finishes on the East Coast, honestly, you really don't need to watch the show to know what's going on, because chances are, it's just a lot of filler with results you already know about. So I'll be watching it on an East Coast live stream, and you're more than welcome to join me if you're on the West Coast. But I think it'll be at the time where we're all excited, we're pumped about the show, we're excited to speculate, and especially if there's a blind side to come in, it'll be great. It'll be a really great time to talk to people, especially former house guests. And I'm excited.
But I have a serious question for you, Cleo. It's almost more. I almost have more of a question on it than why John is dressed like a Ninja Turtle, and it's when did you have children?
Yeah. Is that your dog's toy in the background with that slide?
No, there's like a playpen back there.
Oh, I'm dog sitting. That's not. This is my parents' dog. They're on vacation, so this is my nephews and nieces' toys. I'm at my parents' house. I play with whatever the hell that shit is.
He's on a slide, just going.
You know, when this show is over, Cleo puts on his little dress.
Right?
And I'm gonna have tea time with my little dollies on the slide, and he dresses his dog.
Oh, bitch!
You're gonna have your own little brother.
You know that bitch. You know we all have our little tea parties too.
Okay, you're gonna have your big brother tea party, and I want to know who gets the have-nots.
Okay, I have some questions and comments I think I need to get through before John has to go back and become Raphael again. So
I have a third job, so I have to go back.
I just want to get through a couple of these just because they're to do with John. So here's one. Exotic Tina says happy birthday.
Yay! Thank you, Exotic Latina.
one of our favorites, Terry Zate. Happy birthday, John.
Terry, thank you.
Oh, one of our very, very favorites, Drag Queen XX. Happy birthday, John.
Oh,
okay,
so
wait.
sweet.
Could I just point something out? Who's with me where you don't have an iPhone and you can't see all those damn emojis? I can't ever see emojis. And it drives
I'm with
me
you.
nuts.
I am with you. I have a BlackBerry, and yeah, it sucks. It's like a little
I
black
see a lot
box.
of
It's a box with an X.
boxes, and I feel so left out, and I hate it.
I'm right with you
I
there,
can see
Cleo.
them. What year is your phones?
My phone is brand new. It's a brand new BlackBerry, but I don't have an
It's
iPhone.
just a Samsung.
Well, it's just
there you
because we don't like sharing emojis with the poor people. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, if you have some money, you
It's
could
just
get an
like
iPhone. You get an iPhone if you had some money.
Do they have an emoji for this?
If you have to prepay,
I think that is the emoji.
you have to. If you have a prepaid phone, you have to prepay for the emojis. Sorry, Cleo.
And I have a question here. I don't know if anybody knows the answer to this, or maybe they do know the answer to it.
I don't.
Do you know how anyone in Ireland
Do
can
you
watch?
know how anyone? Cleo does.
Yeah, I mean, Cleo. Well,
What's the question?
Do you know how anyone in Ireland can watch this season's live feeds?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Okay. Well, hold on. We're talking about the live feeds, not the show.
Oh.
Why don't you go to CBS.com and ask?
Or
I don't think it's restricted.
no, I think it is restricted. So I mean, you would have to pay U.S. money, so you'd have to kind of figure that loophole out. But there's an extension for your browser if you're in Ireland, which will let you access U.S. websites. I forget what that plugin is called. But then
Hola?
What is it called?
HOLA?
Oh yeah, Hola. Maybe it's called Hola.
Holla!
Or Holla.
Holla!
Holla if you're Heather, from Real Housewives of New York. Yeah. So I would say download that app, then go to the CBS website. I'm sorry, let me back up. You download that plugin, you go to our website, and you click on Buy the Feeds, and then you go to CBS's website.
Or if you forget their website, you can always go to my Tumblr website.
This is true. You have many options. John, did you tell the people what you wanted for your birthday yet?
I want everyone to buy the live feeds from us.
How many times did I text you that today to say to people? I mean, you're dressed as a Ninja Turtle. It's not often that people have John as a Ninja Turtle that can tell them to buy their feeds.
You if you don't buy. Okay, so buy the live feeds from anybody but CBS, but buy them from us especially, okay? Because if you buy them from us or anyone else like us, it really helps us out and brings you the content.
Exactly. Support your bloggers, people.
Oh my God! Please
I'll find you.
Zooming in because I have so many screen caps. I'm going to be taking of this right now.
Oh, I already got a few.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Here's what I want to say. I'm done saying support any blogger you want. No, don't support any bloggers you want. You buy the feeds from us. If you don't want to buy them from us, then you can buy them from Cleo on Cleo's Tumblr. The link will be below on the edited show. And that's it. I didn't see anybody else supporting us.
Here.
I didn't see anybody else supporting us for the month we were telling everyone to buy it.
Eric,
I'm the nice one. Okay, I'm the nice one. Listen to me.
Okay.
You could also say that times are tough and you have to shut down your website like 2 weeks before the show starts and ask for donations.
I don't have any problem with jokers. I'm just saying in general. I feel like we're very nice to people.
No, I know, but I wish that I could, threaten to close down too and just say, I'm gonna be without my input. Joker's updates. They're taking donations to keep it alive, and that all power to them. I'm jealous.
Eric,
my cookies.
Answer this, Eric.
Is Dana doing Big Brother this year? Because I love her. Dana is blogging Big Brother this year. Yes, she is. And I'm sure when we have live feed update shows, Dana will be on some of those. But as far as our weekly group recap shows on Wednesday nights, that's just going to be John, myself, Cleo, and an ex-house guest. And then once the season goes on a little bit, we'll have the house guests who have been eliminated each week probably joining us for those shows. But yes, for our live feed update show, I'm sure Dana will be on. We're going to have a bunch of people on. I know some of the Opposite Worlds people want to swing by for those. Steve, JR, Mama T wants to, Princess Glammy's doing the show with me. So we have a lot of people that will be doing those live feed update shows with us all season as well. Which, for those of you that don't know, is something crazy happens on the feeds that we can't wait. We'll just come jump on here and do a live show like this and fill you guys in. We might be dressed in athletic clothes. We might be a Ninja Turtle. Who knows? But since it happened on the feeds, we want to get you the information right away.
We should have like our own sort of like have-nots of the week, and one of us gets some task, and then the one of us who fails has to like wear some ridiculous costume or something. Goes along
it wouldn't be ridiculous for John though, because he enjoys it. Look at him; he's like in his glory here.
Like we could have a competition where like someone comes up with trivia questions. Someone comes up with like and it's Eric, John, and myself, and go against each other and compete, and whoever fails gets punished.
Do I look like I get embarrassed easy? You really think I'm being punished? What can you do to make
I'm being punished right now. That's
I could have put on my Gina Marie hair, but I don't know. I think that's a great idea. Our first show, let's do that. We'll instantly have people vote right on our first show who should be like the have-not for the following week. I think that would be super fun. And speaking of voting, did you guys talk about the big news, the other big news about Big Brother? That it's the 2-night premiere? Did I miss that talk?
No, but obviously you're not watching your own show, so whatever.
Well, no.
And we could play this music. Do you hear this? We could play this like when we're having our little mini competition.
Oh. That's a good idea. We have to have people figure out a good competition for us to play.
Right.
Well, now, I want to talk about this whole news that came out, the 2-night premiere. CBS revealed that Big Brother is going to be on for 2 nights. And I would also like to point out, on that first night, don't forget that 2 hours before the show starts, John and I will be streaming live from the New York City premiere party with a ton of your favorite ex-house guests, like an Eric Stein, so sorry he's not on the show. I forget who I'm allowed to say and who I'm not allowed to say, but just go to yourrealityrecaps.com/BB16 party and look. So we'll be doing that 2 hours before the premiere. Then there's the hour premiere show. Then the second night, it's part 2 of the premiere. Now, I'm sorry. Here's my theory. The only reason we need a second night of a premiere is if we're voting for people. Okay, well, that's what I say. What do you say, Cleo?
I say that whenever they've done votes for like bringing a house guest back or something, it's always a week. We always have a week to vote. They wouldn't make such a huge decision and give us just 1 night to vote. It's too
like we're
big.
Really voting.
Well, when have they ever done something like that and only had 1 night to vote?
Well, how long could it possibly take for this? Oh, I got my key. This is really surprising. I'm a baseball player. I'm going to knock it out of the park.
I know. I can tell you exactly what happens, is that they do the typical show, but they have the HOH competition start at the very end, and we don't know who the HOH is. The feeds are off, so we still don't know who the HOH is, and we all have to tune in Thursday night to see who the HOH is. And boom.
I say this is our first vote. I'm saying we're voting people in on the first night. Okay.
Do you think they're voting in returning players, or do you think we'll be voting in like regular people?
I say regular people. I know Cleo disagrees with me. I say it's 100% regular people. If it was returning house guests, these house guests, which are tweeting about it so much on Twitter, would never be allowed to. So
they're
I'm
trolling us. Robin Cass is trolling us. I mean, they're not. It's not what they're saying. It's what they're not saying. You know.
Are you leaving, John Richardson, for your birthday?
I have to go back to my nephew's birthday party.
Before you go, John, one more favorite. Taisha Penman. Loves you, says happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Laughing so hard when you blocked Eric. You should do that more.
Yeah. Take Taisha's question away. Remember who you work for.
I have a question. Can we keep the questions to actually being questions and not comments just for the future shows? Because I'd like
to have fun. It's just my birthday, Cleo. That's all. But okay, yeah, we'll have questions from now on when there's no birthday.
Okay, here's a question, Cleo. What are some of your twist ideas?
Bye, guys.
Okay, well, wait, before we do it, goodbye, John. Happy birthday.
Bye, John.
Happy
Don't
birthday.
fall and break your hip.
Oh, he's a little turtle. So what was the question?
What are some of your twist
ideas? Look, I've always said that I like the twist idea of, I think there should be family members of ex-house guests playing, and I somehow think their brother, sister, mother, or whoever should be helping them secretly. So like everybody has somebody who played the game before helping them behind the scenes that we get to see, and they're isolated. So they can't communicate with the outside world, they can't communicate with each other, and each new person in the house thinks they're the only person that it's happening to. So it's like we get to watch the one game of the new people and then a second game with the other people controlling the new people.
That's complicated.
Yeah, that's so fucking complicated. It's just like, no kidding. I think what would, okay, just because they have a history of being kind of simple-minded in the past, but there sometimes simplicity is elegant, and it can be in this case, is that, you know, when you had season 13, vets and newbies, it was obvious that the vets would team up, the newbies would team up and go against each other. Now, and everybody now knows if that were ever to happen again, get rid of the vets ASAP. Like, they wouldn't let that happen again, what they happened in season 13. So, what happens when those newbies are related to those vets? It doesn't become as easy as just getting rid of the vets, because that vet is someone that you're related to. So it adds...
Isn't that blood versus water?
Yeah, and how great was blood versus water? And it should be known for the record that this was a Big Brother idea before it was a Survivor idea, folks. It isn't... That is kind of, I guess, a spoilerish sort of... I mean, a behind-the-scenes sort of thing. This has been in the works for some time. They've wanted to do this for a while, and before Survivor ever did, it just for one reason or another didn't work out. But Big Brother has wanted to do this.
Well, speaking of vets versus newbies, and the vets joining together and the noobs joining together, which we all know that didn't really work out that way, because there was, like, I feel like Dominic fractured off quickly. And I just have to say... Yeah, well, Shelley, but here's my point, and I can't believe you didn't mention this, Cleo. So as we all saw this picture that I posted, you know, like with this new piece of underwear, but does this not look like Dominic from Big Brother to you? Because that's all I think when I look at it.
A little bit, yeah.
Dominic from Big Brother.
No, the eyebrows, come on.
Every time I saw this picture, I thought, I know Dominic is with Andy right now, and Andy has done something to him.
What is that tattoo?
It's like you know, like a anchor.
It's an anchor.
and his sleeve. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's
How
not
do you
that
keep
good.
that bathing suit on? I don't
Who
understand.
cares? It shouldn't stay on. It should be off. It should fall off.
It should be a butt. You have to have a good butt, is what I think you have to
But
have.
the thing is, like, what if you're walking down the beach and you're la-di-da, then you see a cute guy or whatever turns you on, and you have growth, and then where's your bathing
Then
suit?
you become very popular, and you get a lot of phone numbers.
You're not saying anything bad, Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this season of Big Brother is going to be super duper fun. I don't think, oh no, we will. We will have a show next Saturday, which is going to be our last Countdown to Big Brother show. We will have a house guest on, and then, of course, Wednesday night, the 25th, we will be live from New York City with a super ton of your ex-house guests for 2 hours from 6 to 8 before the premiere. And then the following Wednesday, we start our shows with Cleo every night after the show. It is going to be a fun Big Brother season.
I hope to God it will be. And there's one thing I do want to bring up before we wrap things up. This is more serious about sort of just before we start the season and the fans and some of the problems that definitely happened last year. I saw something very ugly this week, and it brings
Nikki
up
Haas?
What?
I said Nikki Haas. Go ahead.
That it just it brings up so many different points that that go into this that I think everyone should be aware of and to not tolerate it if they see it happening this summer, because it got just as ugly on Twitter and in social media as it did in the house at times, and it took away from a lot of the fun that we're supposed to be having. So let me cut to the chase. What happened was Jessie from last season, I don't know, I guess she said something about Judd, and then some fan tweeted her a link to a video out of wanting to protect her, or wanting her to know, just to looking out for her, where it was just a YouTube clip of all of these quotes of Judd talking shit about her and just saying awful things about her, and really it was used as a weapon to hurt her, and it did hurt her. She said in a tweet like, thank you for ruining my day, but that really upset me. But this is a couple of things about this sort of thing that happens, because it happens regularly. These fans put up, they cherry pick little bits from the feeds, all that support a narrative that you're trying to create about someone. Like, if with all of that footage, if I really had the time, I could put together a video, about a 5-minute video, that any house guest, I could make them look like they're a Nazi, fundamentalist, racist, homophobic asshole, and it could be very very hurtful, and just the way you could put a video together like that, it's very easy to do. And sorry, my phone's ringing, so I lost my train of thought. So anyway,
I know what you're saying.
Okay, so then here's what happened also. The person that sent this video link to Jessie, it was done from an egg account. So what happens is, when people on their regular account are too chicken shit to say something to someone's face and own up to what they're doing, they go and create a brand new account so they can disguise themselves Hold on one second. Hold on.
Jesse is
Hold on.
calling you right now, Cleo. Jesse's not happy that you're telling this story.
You know, I totally agree with what Cleo's saying. I think people need to, like, hey, you know what, if you're a house guest or whatever and something comes to you from an egg account, don't ever open it because nothing good is going to come from it. Like, it's just someone trying to fuck with your head. So just leave it alone. But as fans and stuff like that, you know what, these are people, you know, as a blogger, yeah, I'll rag on whatever they do in the house, but once they get out of the house, they need to live their life. You're not, like, why do people feel the need to just keep harassing and harassing people for something they did on a TV show that none of us, if you haven't done it, can even fathom going through the experience? Like, just leave, once these people get out of that house, if you don't like them, don't follow them, but leave them the hell alone. Like, that's
here's the thing. That's not going to happen, and they're going to continue this. It's just what the problem is that people need to be aware of what I'm describing, the phenomenon of how people like when they're that's why these egg accounts pop up for the purpose of being vicious and malicious and doing something with the intent of causing pain to someone. And those clips were all cherry-picked from early in the season. They were out of context. I'm not trying to defend Judd or say anything that was said was right, but you know, why a year later it's
pretension.
It's just purely for the fact of causing pain, and it's just like because people will do that this year. They're gonna do mashup. They're gonna take video clips, and it's just when these house guests are out of the house and they've moved on, don't be an asshole and don't try to use what they say in the game as a way of interfering with, like, because Jesse doesn't know the context in which those things were said. I do, because I watch the feeds. I know that, for instance, that Judd didn't want to look like he was attached to Jesse because that puts a target on his back. So that's part of why people distance themselves. But when you take it out of context, it looks like, oh my God, he talks me on my back, he's an asshole. And it's been so long that you don't remember why he said this or when during the season he said this. So anyway, it's ugly, it's inappropriate, and there's a difference between goofing on house guests and hating on them and harassing them. I goof on them. I make fun of them when they're in the house, but I goof on them for their stupid-ass gameplay and the dumb-ass things that they say. But when they're out of the house, it's done.
Exactly.
And if a house guest blocks you and you're still, like, yelling at them on Twitter, like, wake the fuck up. They're not reading it, and you're just looking like an idiot.
So let me play devil's advocate then. So you're saying when they get out of the house, it's over for you, and it's fine and done. So does that mean, like, if an Aaron came along right now and wanted to be BFFs with Cleo, you'd be like, yeah, because the game's over?
Or Jeff?
Jeff
Schroeder.
Well, Jeff Schroeder blocked me. That's one of the things that, like...
Me playing devil's advocate.
Well, no. That's why I make a distinction between goofing on and hating on. The one that I feel like I did take it too far, and I really regret not being able to apologize to her in person, was Danielle Murphy from Big Brother 14. And no, I was
just blame it on your cancer. So
no, because this is the thing. She was hurt. And it got back to me that she was really hurt, and that upset me because most people can laugh at it, but some of them, I really don't want to hurt anybody, and that's not my intention. And if I've hurt anybody, I'm glad. Please, I want to know this so that I can try to make amends and apologize properly to those people. But I really, we're doing this in good fun, and everyone's a fair game. And I feel like I try not to make it personal, right?
I don't think any of us try and make it personal, and I agree. I think to sum it up, when the season's over, we should let them live, look at their actions outside of the house, which is how I would have played my devil's advocate question. But, yeah, in the house, they're fair game. They signed up. They knew what they were doing. I don't think you need to be hateful. I think there's a difference between hateful and funny.
Nobody needs to be fired. Nobody
needs to be fired. You should never be calling any
death threats. Like, it's just, that's too much.
Right. I think
also, and that's on that note. If any family are watching this show, do not engage haters of your kids or your like. You might win the battle, you'll lose the war, and it will just make things worse for you. Just stay off of Twitter.
What the block buttons
and also, well, the mute button, ladies and gentlemen, the mute button is going to be great. But also, in regards to your devil's advocate question, Eric, if a house guest behaves in such a way outside the house that's douchey, they're still fair game, in my opinion.
That's what I said. Judge them on how they act outside of the house.
Right, but don't unsolicited just try to hurt somebody, which is what this person I feel did to Jessie. They out of spite and jealousy tried to just upset her, and that upset me because she didn't deserve it.
Well, especially in the guise of protection, like you're not protecting her.
Yeah, come out and show who you want. Like, that's why I don't care about anything we do. We do our mashups. I think they're funny. Sure, some go too far, but at the end of the day, here I am. It's me doing it. But, I think it went too far with a lot of things, and you can do it on both sides of the spectrum, like the Amanda video and the Alyssa video. They both fall into the same category for me. Like, one video makes Amanda look horrible, the other makes Alyssa look horrible. Both were used to give their families death threats and tried to get them fired from the job. It's like ridiculous. It's a TV show, people. It's a TV show.
Well, also, if you really think about the psychology behind a lot of what's done is it's a projection of their people's own insecurities and their own self-hatred that they want to project it onto somebody else, because then they can make themselves feel normal by portraying someone else as crazy and hateful as they are. And you often see a lot of the people who do the things that they attack people for, they're pretty much doing it themselves. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think, we'll see. I see that there's a comment, because Cleo, sometimes we do tell the people to give comments too. We ask for comments.
I was joking. I'm joking.
I know. So I think this is a good comment. You guys need to put your differences aside and have Aaron on this season. I'll say this. If Aaron wants to come on and doesn't, Aaron's welcome to come on. I don't know that she'd want to come on, and she should also probably be prepared that if she comes on, I'll be fair, but I'm also going to want answers to things from her, and I don't know if she'd like my questions. I would be nice in questioning her, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat my questions. So,
do you really think that? I feel like some people have been asked questions so many times that whatever answers they've given, that's what you're going to get.
But a lot of people sugarcoat the questions as well. Like you,
like you sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. In the past few months, sometimes.
No, but
okay.
You've been.
Sure, no, I agree, and
you are a lot more friendly to Dick Dushas than I would have been. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, sure. But as we're all aware, sometimes there are contracts. I was trying to think how I
Did you
could
have a
break that word.
stroke or something?
Yeah, well, I was trying not to just, say the whole word out. I'm just saying sometimes there are situations where people are not allowed to do certain things. But, Cleo, here's a question directly to you, and you are only allowed a one-word answer. Cleo, are there going to be returning players, yes or no? And before you answer, Cleo, I'm going to put it in. I'm going to say a disclaimer for you. Clearly, there's no way Cleo could know, and he's giving you an opinion. But Cleo, returning players, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
But
I say no.
But I say yes as of a couple weeks ago. That's the plan. I can and that's why I'm not being an idiot and announcing names of people, because I know all too well that things get shuffled up to the very last minute, and that's why I've been very vocal about calling out these attention whores who are speculating but trying to pass it off as spoilers. They are not spoilers. They are attention whores, and those are not legit spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, here is a perfect example, and I mean, maybe some people would consider this a spoiler, but I can tell you for a fact, 100%, Michelle Costa is going to be at the New York City premiere party. Lawan, Eric Stein, JoJo, but I mean, the people that I know people are saying right now, I know people are saying in those lists, they have Eric Stein in those lists, they have Michelle Costa in those lists, I think I saw Enzo in one of those lists. It's not happening. We're interviewing them in New York City 2 hours before the premiere, so that's not happening.
Yeah.
So,
just everybody consider the source. Whenever you see speculation, trace back to where you heard it. And I want all the people who tweet me about the game Survivor and the shit he says, I want you to compile a list of every spoiler that he's leaked, and then come back to me in a week or a week and a half, and then we'll compare. We'll see how much ended up being right, and I can guarantee you, we will have the last laugh, and yeah.
I can guarantee you if people followed you, Cleo, they knew every detail of The Amazing Race last season before, like, episode 2 aired. Just saying.
And the reason why I released the cast list for last season of Amazing Race, like 3 weeks in advance of filming, was because those people signed their contracts 6 months before the race starts. Those things are done and it's set. So I knew that I wasn't putting anybody in danger. This, not the case.
Well, it's definitely not the case with Big Brother.
And it's not. And you have to respect Rob and Cass and the way that production works. And I don't want to sound like, well, there's some people who, believe you me, I would love to sabotage and just ruin their chances, but I don't want to be blamed for if something happened to them.
Well, can we talk about the Survivor rumor? Can we?
Well,
I would really like to talk about the Survivor rumor, showing some text on my thing, but I can't. Yeah, but let's talk about it. It's a rumor. We're not saying a fact.
It's not a. I am.
Okay, well, I'm not at all. Nor do I have any text supporting it right here. Go ahead, Cleo. What's the rumor or fact?
Okay. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
For next season Survivor.
Guess who is on next season of Survivor? Blood versus Water.
Alyssa and Rachel.
No!
Twinnies! Oh, really? No way. Oh.
Yes. And let me tell you about why this is so great. First of all, to all the people who say, "Oh, they're going to be booted first. They're totally going to be." No. They're good at competitions. They're going to be valuable assets to their tribes. So they're not going anywhere. Secondly, if anybody will tell Jeff to shut the fuck up when he's doing his live play-by-play during competitions, it's the Twinnies.
It's going to be so amazing.
Oh, it's so-and-so. It's creep, like, almost there, but it just missed. Shut the fuck up, Jeff. Shut up, Jeff. Oh, God, I can't.
Not just with Jeff. I mean, they'll tell anybody to shut the fuck up. They're at camp and they don't like what's saying.
Jeff.
Shut the fuck up. That's what's going to happen.
Well, I think they'll be a little more careful because they know that they're like Amazing Race. You can't get Amazing Race you can't get voted off. I think they're a little. We have to give them a little more credit than that.
They're gonna be hungry and they're gonna be tired and they're gonna be
but they're also
wet.
gonna be
the Twinnies.
They're gonna be the Twinnies, and they're gonna be fabulous, and they're not gonna take Jeff's shit, and they'll throw that right back in his face, and I think it's just going to be fucking awesome.
I cannot wait, because we all know, like, I like Survivor, but I wouldn't call myself, like, a diehard Survivor fan. But let me tell you, this whole Twinnies on Survivor, I cannot wait for the season of Survivor.
God.
I cannot wait. And, you know, whatever.
And they are not going to be the first booted out.
No, they won't at all.
Because if anything, if Philip Shepard can make it to the end, if all of these awful people, according to fans, they all make it to the end, they don't get voted off. People drag Casses and the Phillips and people who are unliked to the end because they can win against them. We can all count on them to bring entertainment and not being afraid to tell someone to F off or anything because they're just going to be great.
You know what's going to happen. Just going to be like, you forgot your torch, fool.
Come on, Twitty. Come on, Twitty. You forgot your torch.
You know what would be great though is if they're on opposite tribes and they're in a challenge together and like you hear them like egging each other on, but they're on their different tribes.
That would be great. But didn't you say, like Cleo, didn't you say that it would be so hard for twins to play Survivor because
it'd be impossible to tell them apart?
Yeah, if they're on different tribes.
I'm willing to bet you one has lightened their hair before they went on. I bet you one of them has a lighter shade of blonde.
Or cut their hair or something, yeah.
Or just something where... But also, they're not going to be both wearing pink, the same outfits, and they will be on different tribes, most likely. So,
okay, this is why I wish that in a fictitious world they would have talked to me before they went on, because I would have told them, this is my advice I would have given them. I would have been like, this is what you need to do. Be on opposite tribes, but then go to production and convince them to let you switch and pretend to be the other person.
Like that season on Big Brother where they had them come in and out? Oh my God.
Or just do it. Or they should just do it on their own. Like, that would have been... I mean, I know they never would, and they'd probably get in super trouble. But if I had a twin playing a show, I would have liked to do that. Or in the very least, I hope there's some, like, joke about that where they pretend to be the other person and haha, we all have a good laugh about it.
Do you think that when you live with someone that closely for that amount of time that you'd be able to be fooled like that?
Well, look, I'll tell you this. I've been with the twins at least 4 times in person, like face-to-face. All 4 times, they always start out by asking me which is which, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I cannot tell them apart, and I never know.
That's so Big Brother. They didn't notice that they were switching a person in and out, and they were living with them every day.
But the difference is that no one knew that there was a twin.
Right.
That there was a twin. I'm just saying that when you know that they have a twin, and when you go to sleep and wake up with someone, people on Survivor are paying attention to the little things. I think, I don't think it's...
they're very similar in their mannerisms and stuff like that, so when they talk, Like
Yeah,
they are very similar.
I get what Cleo's saying, though, too. I think it's different from those of us that just see them sporadically to make the
Right.
mistake. But I think when you start going, like, seeing them every single day, because, like, I think Natalie or Nadia has the nose ring, or it's a different nose ring, for example, than the Nadia. So, like, whatever. I kind of see the point a little bit. I think it'll be interesting. I can't wait to see it. And I also hear there are going to be more than just them as the twins playing. Like, there might be another set of twins. There might be returning players. So I am super excited about that.
That could be the twist, all twins.
I would love an all-twin season, although, God, I hate when we have, like, oh, it's going to confuse us to no end. But I think that's a good way to end our rumors show, unless there is any other rumors that you guys have.
No, I think it's just there's a reason why. Just don't believe stuff you hear. It's speculation, masturbation. It's not spoiler. It's not spoilers. And just remember, accounts like Corner Office don't have to be held accountable when the cast list comes out, and if they've got 75% of their stuff wrong, they just delete their account and disappear into the ether.
Cleo.
Cleo,
No,
do you follow Dr. Will on Twitter?
Fuck no. And by the way, I think I do not like this whole tweeting and deleting crap that he does, because people ask me what do you think of what Dr. Will tweeted? I wouldn't know, because he deleted it already. So
because that was my question here.
Okay,
What do you think that Dr. Will's
okay,
Twitter?
this is what I would recommend you people do. If you see him tweet, do not retweet it. Quote it. Put it in quotes. That way, when he deletes it, your tweet will still be there with his words, and I will retweet it for you if you want, or other people will. But
Screenshot it.
because the second, if you just click on retweet, when he deletes it, so will your retweet be deleted. So I would quote it, and that way it stays permanent. That's what I do on message boards too, to prevent people from editing what they said. But I don't like this whole nonsense. I think it's a lot of attention seeking. A lot of, that's also why, I have an issue with the game survivors, because right now, before the season, is the time when he's relevant, because he's got spoilers. Once the season starts, there's no reason to be interested in anything he has to say, because there's nothing to spoil. And so he knows that, and so let's just see. We'll see if people hold them accountable. I know if I tweeted stuff and called them spoilers, if I were wrong on any of them, I'd never hear the end of it. We'll see if the same is, the case with the Game Survivor, and also with the Corner Office. You don't necessarily know who's behind it, and it may just be a former house guest, hint, who's doing it.
Just may.
It just may. It just may be someone who
must just.
What?
What are you doing?
So.
You just made the quack pack symbol. What's going on, Aaron?
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't.
You just went like this.
No, he ate peanut butter.
I ate peanut butter, and I was talking to myself.
Yeah.
Or I could be spreading a rumor.
Yeah.
See what I did there? I was spreading a rumor. I was trying to think of somebody that had a notable whatever. Okay, Cleo, tell the people where they can find you.
Miss Cleo BB at twitter.com. And now, you want to support them.
But no, wait a minute. Because I had this question. I think people are going to have it too. Why are you not putting the season number at the end of your name now?
Because it's a fucking pain in the ass to change it every year.
Okay.
I am seasonless.
All right. Well, you never were before, so I think it's
I know, but there's always a pain in the ass. You know what idiots do is they grab the Twitter handle for like the next couple seasons. Be like, I got it before you did. It's like, bitch, I ain't even using it anymore. So bye, Felicia.
Oh, is
I don't
that
need
what
it.
really happened? Because I was going to say, how hard is backspace 16? So someone took
because
it from
someone took it. And so
okay.
I ended up having to go and I reserved a keto for _16 and then 17, then 18 through 20. I'm like, who needs this stuff? Why am I and who likes to have an underscore in their username?
Oh, I could think of at least 2 people who probably wanted to take that.
It's not fun to tell people like Miss Cleo BB or Miss Cleo underscore blah blah blah. Just it's Miss Cleo
no one
BB.
wants punctuation in their name.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it should be Miss Cleo BB. Okay, go ahead. So Miss Cleo BB and
yes,
continue.
and if you look at my profile and whatever, there's a link to my Tumblr account, and if you want to support WA, you could be my 4th subscriber. And maybe I can afford to buy my own ticket to the finale party this year.
Well, first of all, Cleo, I have a feeling that we're going to the finale this year. So, well, I'm allowed to say that, aren't I?
No, I'm trying to make my money, bitch.
Well, yeah. So, ready? I'm pretty sure we're allowed to go to the finale this year. So, you're going to want to buy the feeds because then Cleo can come along, but he needs to get there somehow. So, buy the feeds from Cleo, and
support the funny, save some money.
Right.
#.
Right. And then buy them from us so that the show can be on, so that, Cleo can have a place to be on. But, buy them 1 month from Cleo and 1 month from us. Throw them off. I don't care where you buy them from. As long as you're buying them from us or from Cleo,
right.
I'm good with that.
We're all together, because I am not getting paid to do this show. Okay?
That's true. That's true. You're not. That is very true. You're not. So, I also would like to tell everybody, don't forget that on the 25th premiere night, we will be live from New York City with that whole plethora of people that I told you guys about, interviewing them all live, taking your questions, live streaming them for your party. It's going to be so much fun. And of course, we'll be back next Saturday night with another reality star. Dana, where can
Jasper.
You can find me at dgoodyear1975 on Twitter.
Yay! Oh, Cleo, are you going to get your dog to say goodbye?
Let me just grab Jasper. Hold on.
Go grab him to say goodbye.
Jasper.
Dana, you say your goodbye again. Not like I'm editing the show at all, but go ahead in case anybody missed out.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. You can follow me on Twitter at dgoodyear1975.
Perfect. Let's see Cleo's dog here. Here, Dana, you talk to everybody, and I'm going to get my dog to one-up Cleo's dog.
I don't have a dog. It's not fair. Okay, make Eric the have-not next week. Oh, there's Jasper.
Hey.
Hey, Jasper.
Jasper. He's busy writing out my tweets this afternoon, right?
Oh, he's so super cute, Cleo.
Right? Hey.
Oh, okay, what am I missing? That's how cute your dog
is. What did you say, Jasper?
Look how cute that dog is.
You don't like all the speculation that's going on? Oh, I agree, honey. I agree. Do we like cats? Do we like cats?
No.
What did we say, Charlie? Did we say that we don't like Jasper? Yeah, I agree.
Final 2.
We love spoilers.
Pinky swear. Final 2, baby.
Wait, Cleo, this has to be our first contest. You have to vote for whose dog is cuter.
I can't. Oh.
I have to say, I always wanted that type of a dog.
Oh my God, Charlie's so cute.
You're going to be the most popular dog next to Ben's. After Ben's, you're going to be the most popular reality TV dog. Right, Jasmine? Oh, cheer up. He's just upset because we still haven't found out the cast or the twist yet, right? Right.
He's probably more upset over that stupid slab table that might be in there. And the bird's nest.
I'm sure he'd like to go to sleep in that bird's nest. Oh, smile, Jasmine. Oh.
Okay, we don't have time to get into this, but this is what we're going to talk about next Saturday. I heard a good theory that it's birds and the bees could be the theme, because there's a lot of honeycombs, then the birds in that, and
So
it
a
could
lot
be
of
like
sex?
a birds, like love, birds and the bees.
Oh my gosh,
Birds
is that
and
gonna be
bees
like a
show.
20-something cast where they're all just fucking each other all night long and every?
Well, that's. Oh, forget it. I don't want to say anything. Okay, so we will see you guys all next week. You can go ahead and end, Dana. Bye, everybody.
Bye.